Hello. Good evening. Hello, everyone. Straight into Monza. No practice. I don't know what's gonna happen. I need to produce at least a little bit of pace. We have George Boothby here as well. Okay. Yeah, I don't know any idea about this car. I'm gonna just put what, 5 laps? Oh, 7 minutes. 4 laps, maybe 5. Right. Well, that's it. Drive. Hope for best. Oh, FFB. Drunk on the AMG. Hello, Mario. Hello, Nicholas. Hello, the Devil Riser. Good morning for you, Nicholas, of course. Good morning, good day, good evening. I should rather say. Checking if the gain on the camera is a bit too high. But the wrong camera. It's quite bright here. Setting up the virtual sunglasses on the monitor. I wish I could get some more laps of practice, but alright, that's gonna do it for the practice. And straight into Quali, uh-oh. Yeah, there is nothing more, well... Maybe we take a bit more pedal force. Nah, it's fine. Just drive. Just drive. All's gonna be fine. I don't know what I'm running on. I guess I could decrease the slip a bit. It's fixed setup. It's like... It's truly the just drive, and then if I feel like I don't know, like I've seen people do zero slip, but I don't know if I want zero slip. Okay, well let's take 431 and let's see how it goes. And if you want something different, I'll click up or down. Okay. Alright, is my mic a bit... it's going a bit into the red territory in OBS for some reason. Bumpy. Yeah, this is AMG Cup. We've got AMG fixed at Monza this week, and then we've got GT3 Open at... what was it? Was it Fuji? I think it was Fuji GT3 Open. People have asked for having Open and fixed in beginner. Well, it's not beginner called anymore, it's just bronze. In bronze, we now have both as an option, which is nice. Understeer, of course. No, it's not too bad. Oh, it's actually quite pleasant. There is rotation on exit. Unbelievable, wow. Well, the outlap has been nice. Braking points. Oh, rotation on entry. No, not much front here. Tires is gonna... tires will just melt. Unavoidably. No, I don't know. I'm gonna think and check it later. think it's just the car telling me to shift quite early. I'm gonna try to downshift aggressively, and then the lights on the these LEDs will turn on. There you go. Oof. Is this a cut? Of course it's a cut. Long time no GT3, to be honest. Been some weeks of just spamming hypercars. Yeah, AC and ACC have quite a funny cut limit system there. Exit of Ascari. Just skip the corner, basically. So what we are going to do today, let's see. Are we donating DR or are we gonna be front two rows? Wait, then on power. And then it rotates. Alright. Alright. Need to gain half a second, probably 7 tenths should be pole, right? Stop! It's not stopping. Well, now the strategy would be to probably rather cool down the tires and have a go again next lap. Nah, just gonna keep pushing. Oh, this rear does this super strange bounce. The TCs work actually pretty beautifully, so thank you. 49.5. 49.5. I need quite a lot of time to get there. Yeah, gonna put it to P7, let's say, and then improve better next lap. I waited too long. That was slightly better. No, I just need to not bounce like mad in the second chicane. There you go. Looking good. Looking bad. Okay, the Delta wasn't too worse. And it's gonna be P4. Alright. That's not too bad. So 4% per lap energy. How many laps do we get? 20 times 60 divided by... gonna be in what? 110.6. 11 laps. 44%. What? What was that? Okay. Something didn't fully load. So new tire. 44, 45. A bit less ratio, I think. Hello, 49.9 in the race. Okay. Well, I hope I can come close to that today. Just checking if there is something to click. Not really. I don't know, I forgot the fuel ratio. I think it was 0.89. 15 seconds. Took a bit less energy than others. Why is the steering wheel doing this? Just waving a nice hello. Stop. Go setups ahead of us. Nice. Yeah, this AMG is really funny. Like, it has such a strong FFB even stationary. Outside into T1. What was the GT3 lane already? Skip the chicane, right? I didn't underfuel, right? We're not gonna get the extra... Maybe we get the extra lap. Let's see. Is this second gear pull? Nah. Oh no, second. First is very long on AMG. Sorry, very short, so... Here we go! Out of slipstream. No! Thank you for the sub. That wasn't good. Okay. Not too bad. Yeah, honestly, I don't really get that many bad turn ones. I don't know, maybe it's just like split one, of course, being a bit cleaner, but I don't have that much of PTSD from Monza turn ones. LMU FFB, I will not touch the LMU FFB app. No matter what people say. I don't want any extra filters or calculation or anything. I just want exactly what the tire and suspension gives me. I think I need to go brake bias a bit to the rear. Nice battling ahead. think you just cannot go on power over that anti-cut and then the car is fine. That third gear is good. When you get a move done, slipstream. He will not back out of it, right? Of course. Outside move into Ascari is a no-no. There should be some slipstream now with GT3s, right? But he has his own slipstream. Uh-oh. Will we survive? Oh, what? Okay. I was preparing the beautifulest of the switchbacks and suddenly a torpedo. Oof. Saw it coming. Last moment. Well, GG George. He won. But this is gonna be a bit of a interesting battle for P2, I guess. I heard about Qatar, yes. Makes a lot of sense. Cannot have a race in a war zone, right? These guys. Oh, that was George going into the gravel, I think. He's gonna dive me, huh? Defend. Well, that's P3. That's not bad. Yeah, I mean, it was a bolt. It was quicker than a torpedo. How many cuts do we have? We get 3 points, okay. Would be fine. Yeah, I guess I can go click more rearwards with brake bias. .444 TC. Yeah, this TC is a bit funny, like it you know, at some point it doesn't really matter which one activates, either the TC or the slip. Uh-oh. One click too much to the rear with brake bias, or maybe that was just a bit too aggressive. Oh dear. I was watching P2 messing up the entry a bit, and then I messed it up as well. Here we go. How are they stopping the car? Like, that's insane. Well, good move. Back into P4. Cannot waste too much time battling for P3. I think we can catch P2. Not like that though. What's he doing? He absolutely nailed turn 1 braking zone before. And he's gonna do it again, probably. Hours this time. Okay, 10 minutes. Could be 6 laps to go. Half a second per lap. Ooh, double cut. Oof. Let's stop cutting. Well, it was a fun battle. Now let's try to keep it on track. Not sure if it's worth taking those anti-cuts on the right side. I don't think I will beat your lap. You said 49.9, right? Would need a couple of more of these races to get there. I didn't really gain time to P2. He was deep into T1, okay. Purple sector 1, but of course I had to mess up the chicane. I kind of like going to 4th and then starting to brake in 4th and then getting the downshift. This is actually a good line. Ooh! I'm on way to do a 49.9. And that was Boothby again. Was it? Yeah. Touching the gravel. Well, 50.1. But catching P2. I've got 17 Newton meters, I think. It's actually funny how this AMG works. You just have to accept how it drives, and then it's gonna be quick. You just cannot force it to do something else. This slight tricky exits, I think I would prefer a bit more rear slip angle, but then again the fronts are hotter than the rears and are wearing more, so maybe good to get a bit of slide. Yeah, it's dancing too much. I'm jumping over curbs too much. Was way too much waiting on throttle. Yeah, I'm afraid of getting to the moment where it goes. But into slipstream. With 3 laps to go. Where are all the guys that we battled at the start of the race? Well, P6, P7, the jokes ride themselves. Well, I would go quicker, but I guess I'm gonna be stuck in the battle now, if things go well. So the leaderboard is safe. I'm scared of the anti-cuts at Ascari, but it's crucial to ride them. Or was that not a big cut? Wide. I just about made it stick. The front wanted to blow straight. Right, outside or inside? It's not defending. Okay. Not sure if he let me through or if he's gonna try to attack again. Well, he's too far now. Okay, at the P2. The understeer The AMG looks quite easy to drive. Hello Alex, indeed. I didn't even try to say about it, but they just happened to be there in those positions. P6, 7. And I messed up the Ascari, of course. So let's nail the Parabolica and then do a 49.8. I think he's too far for a tow, so P2 is safe. Okay, last lap. No, but about AMG being easy to drive, it is, but you have to be kind of... you have to have a certain driving style. You have to enjoy it in a way. I would like a bit more rotation on exits, let's say, but I like how heavy is the front. Tires are too hot to produce a 49, I think. It's not intuitive. Yeah, yeah, true. Let's avoid the curb. It actually gained me time. Interesting. You need to know how to judge going on throttle in this long curved exits. I did not make it for a 49.9. Alright. No worries. All good. Enjoy the P2. So I would now love to check the replay, but I have 3 minutes to make it for the next race. Actually, I cannot join the practice server anyway. Just gonna check the start. Wait, it's 18:36, so 3 minutes till the next race. Hi Tom. So George had brake bias at 47. It makes sense. So I think I was just pushing a bit too hard into corners and feeling a bit of understeer, but then it snapped. Thank you for the sub. But yeah, when I finally... So yeah, if you go further back, you will get a snap quicker, but you know that you're gonna get it. So you are just a bit more gentle, and then you get just a lot better rotation. If that makes any sense. Where is my fan? Ah, it's off. There we go. A bit more air. And this was a funny battle. I thought they were just both going off, but somehow it's possible to stop the car even if you just drive it super deep into the first chicane. Ooh. Okay. I don't know what was that. I mean, he broke too late. Like this is a later than Quali breaking point. I mean, he still stopped the car on track, so he will say I moved in the braking zone, but like he was so far behind that I didn't even consider him being part of the same battle, so I just like went for a nice switchback. Well, a bit of a whoopsie. Then this was nice, but then he came back. Oh no, this was a good move, and then I messed up, yeah. Then I messed up. Yeah, this is the brake bias thing. I just push it too hard, like it's too far front, so it's understeering, and then you just keep holding the brakes, and then it snaps. It's better to put it a bit more to the rear. ABS 6 usually feels better, but for some reason it's just slower. Okay, this is really interesting. Broke later than normally, but yeah, he just... because he's able to diagonal across me, he's then able to stop the car in time. It's a good braking. Okay, I need to go to next race. Okay, quick check. I was already looking at the results. Just wanted to see if I gained rating. Nice. All right. Join a bit of quota. We had a couple of extra minutes, but this the schedule is slightly difficult. We finished P7 with Lucas Cedar. All right. Steering angle with that brake input. Yeah. No, it's to some extent AMG thing. I'm not really comfortable overall with AMG, to be fully honest, but a lot more than when it was released. We changed the SimHub dashboard. We load the setup. Wait, it's times 2 fuel. Let's not leak the setup then. Oh, 13 seconds of practice. It's no tire warmers. They finally decided to be brave enough to turn tire warmers to take tire warmers away, so we actually get the correct experience. Yeah, I took the Porsche for today. I thought, why not? Really practice that pick. Yeah, I have to, otherwise not gonna be good. Slučajno v sorodu z enim Mihatom koči? Ne, nisem. Oh, okay. Okay. Oof. Rear right, 97%. Okay. Yeah, it was still red, but luckily the traffic light is earlier than the actual pit exit. Okay. All right. All good. I do feel that lockup, or like that flat spot now on the rear right a bit, but that's fine. 3% is not gonna do anything. But this is a lot easier than the Le Mans middle of the night out laps. Still a bit sideways. Was thinking if I should do Peugeot here. And then I was like, well, I did the old Peugeot at Le Mans, let's do something different. 37 track time. It's not that hot. I have no idea what's the breaking point. It's gonna be different every lap. I think I underfueled. Wait. I took ×2, but let's see. Hope I have fuel for free, but I think I have just fuel for 2 laps. One lap is usually like 4. Ooh, could be... Let's see. I'm just gonna fuel save. I'm not fully sure what's the exact situation with fuel. If it's 4 liters per lap, it's times 2 fuel, so it should be 8. And then we need 16 for 2 laps. I'm gonna fuel save and warm up the tires and then see. I have calculated before. Hypercar, I mean, to be honest, GT3s on cold tires are... Well, they're not quicker than hypercars on cold tires, but I think the GT3s have easier time. But GT3s on hot tires are faster than hypercars on cold tires. Which hypercar feels best now depends on the track. At Le Mans, for me, it's the wingless Peugeot. Not get the temps into the tires. Well, I really hope 17 liters will be fine for 2 laps. Saving fuel now means getting less energy into the tire as well. Oh yeah, at Silverstone, don't drive the Valkyrie. But at the same time, Ferrari is quickest, and the Ferrari drivers have both binned it in the VMS Pro. But the new Peugeot is, I guess, the best at Silverstone. Maybe not by far quickest, but just easiest to drive on great pace. So where's the braking point? Around here? A bit too early. Fuel is good for extra lap, nice. I left the brake ducts to open. But this car drives beautifully. On the go setup at least. So what do we need? Further 6/10. Spot on. Yeah. 10th. Had the easy 10th somewhere. In the tire temps for sure. Well, go setups goes brr, but I don't go brr. Okay. Caddy, Porsche, Ferrari. How many tires do we have actually here? Load the race setup. Come on. Ah, close. New tire. 40-minute race. What's the strategy? In 60 we will do a pit stop. So let's see, we 25 for drive-through. Maybe we lose 30 for fuel. Comes to fuel. And we are doing... Is the pit entry gone crazy? Ah, it stopped now. Oh. 1, 4. 21 laps. 21 laps. Copy. I'll stop leaking the setup. $25 seconds to go. I mean, there is really nothing to click anyway. Tires are new. I said 21 laps, right? We will need to add 5 laps of fuel. Okay, here we go. Fuel saving is important. Comes to fuel. It feels like summer in Slovenia, to be honest. Today it was the first day that I didn't need any jacket or anything. Genesis, oof, yeah. Well, couple of weeks to go. Hopefully they add it in time. It just has to come end of March, right? Together with Barcelona, it just has to. It will be a big shame if it doesn't. Anyway, I need to speed through the last corner here. If that's a drive-through. It's not a drive-through, okay. Cannot defend. That was a very nice turn one. Oh, where are you going? I'm still not on the line. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Not too great to see a red nose going into a high-speed corner. Survived. Oh, of course. Man. Just let me drive, please. More dive bombs coming, probably. I have to like carry extra speed, otherwise I'm just getting crashed out of it. Unbelievable. Where have the cuts gone? Why am I not getting any cuts? Green. These cuts are so lenient. Couldn't even say lenient in one word because I checked the mirror and expected a dive. I mean, to be honest, Ferrari is really good on the brakes, much better than the Porsche. But that's sometimes a recipe for disaster. And let's explore some track limits. Are they on relaxed? Hello, track limit system. You there? There you go, it woke up. Half a point, copy. Brakes, hello. Oh dear. Now, why is that a cut? Alright. Interesting. Hello, Topo. Well, the track limit system is just it's completely turned off, not completely, but you know what I mean. Then take all the advantage of it. Okay, I think I found some pace now. Pulling away from P3, not losing time to P1 anymore. Feels weird, like recently the cuts in LMU have been super strict. But now I can do basically whatever I want. That curb is not great. Whoopsie. And I lost 7/10. Well, the caddy is quick. Hard to go around that. No, these cuts are by mistake on relaxed, I think. Or is it NASCAR rulebook? Yeah, I did a mistake. I think I can match him. These are the right cuts. Okay, yeah, I mean, I agree. The design of track is such that it just doesn't work well if you just have to obey the white lines. Couple of green ones, but really not used to drive like this anymore. In the past we used to do crazy limits. Traffic time, next lap. Oh, multi-class at COTA, I forgot how to do it. Where to pass the GT3s. Ah, okay, thank you. That's the easy way. I said 21 laps, right? Yeah, 16 plus 5. And that's an Alpine. It's not a GT3 traffic. Interesting. Green cut. Okay. I mean, I lost time, to be honest. Caddy and Alpine. Maybe. Yeah, Alpine was very kind of difficult before for me, but it's alright now, although I have not really driven it much. Couple of laps probably at best, but it was nice, just slow. It was a bit bad at Silverstone on fixed setup. But the caddy, a caddy has always been a caddy. It's always a bit. Well, it has quite some front, quite some rotation, so it's tricky on the limit. It's got a lot of pace if you know how to produce it.
not a bad bunch of traffic, to be honest. What am I doing? All right. Gap is down a bit. Ah, brakes. What am I doing with the brakes? Oy. And there goes half a second. Why am I such a noob? I've saved a bit of fuel, which is nice. This car is funny, like when you drive the Valkyrie you really feel the limit of the brakes, like it's constantly telling you it's gonna micro lock up, and it does, and it's horrible to stop. But this car, it just doesn't lock up, but it doesn't stop either. Well, as I say that, I immediately lock up. Classic. But it doesn't feel like... just doesn't feel like anything, it just goes straight. But it's not bad, it's just not the greatest at the brakes. Wish I could find better words for it, but... oh well. Well, is it orange? It's green. Why is that a green cut? Okay. What is the limit? I guess this car would benefit from having belt tensioners, you know, those straps over the shoulders. Disconnect between the pedal and the brake. Yeah, kind of, yes. Green, yellow, back to green. Thank you. Orange. Copy. 1 point. Okay, we found the limit. I wished it was first green, but okay, I really went for the cut. Since you're on the controller, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. BMW tricked you, yeah. It's the fuel save line, right? Carry more speed, get the cut, and then remove the cut by fuel saving. Didn't dare to bolt it on the throttle. 4 to go. Well, this Apex is still best like this. Better than running wide and using the off-track. Green? Of course. Honestly, it's just NASCAR lines. That cat is going kind of quick. So, 3 plus 5 equals 8. Ah, yeah, sorry. Ah, I cannot account for people going slow. Sorry about that. 14. Seven times 6 is 42. I'm gonna box. I'm counting on not getting the traffic, although traffic... Well... That was a long wait time. That's not good. Did I underfuel a bit now? Wait. I don't follow the race anymore. So I thought we get the traffic now, the GT3s, so let's just box and avoid the traffic. But I admit I did not check. I did not check where the further traffic is and where I'm gonna emerge. And I possibly failed to calculate refuel correctly, but let's see. Have I fully messed this up? Wait, it should be fine. Well, this is not for a position and he's blocking me. Right, why does strategy now say 15 VE required? I took more than it wanted me to take. Okay. You're a lap down. He's lap down, right? Is he? Or... Oh, I don't know. Ignore. So what is the position now, actually? How many laps to go? Yeah, I underfueled a bit, but I can feel safe. I guess GT3's boxed at the same time, so potentially I should just have gone for it. Kept going till the end of the stint. Ui, was close. What's P1 doing? Is P1 panicking because I'm gonna get him? Wait, what is the situation now? I have 8% less than Fuchs, who is the first one behind me who has not boxed. I think we can make this work. I wonder what P1 did, because he's losing, like he's he has crashed or something. I'm completely confused. Wait, I'm not fuel saving, I'm saving energy, so I should not short shift. All I need is just save overall energy to long lifting coasts. Fuel usage marginal. I'm fine, so I'm P1. That's PTSD from Le Mans 12 hours. Although there I was at the mercy of the leader. Yeah, I think full push is 6%. And I need 5.4? But that's 10% fuel save. I have 13 seconds. So yeah, before the leader has absolutely messed up. Look, he's fully overfueled. What was that about? And P3 has basically only fueled 1% more than I. But this is looking good. 5.6 and I should be good. Oh, thank you, thank you. It should be 4 to go, right? Yeah, it's 4 to go max. No way to get 5. My tiny pedal is a bit freaking out as well. Oh no, it's correct. Wait, 5.5 I need. 5.51. I was way below the target, so... Okay. I think then I did a good job. Just save a bit more instead of risking in traffic. Very strange lines, but not worth any extra risk. What a weird race. I'm just trying to process what exactly happened. Yeah, I guess we have to see the replay. I think P1, the pole position guy just had a full meltdown. Figure out he doesn't know what to do with refuel. And then maybe had to lift and coast to even make the in-lap. Ah, yeah. The Porsche waiting for the ending. Is it? I think it's a Porsche. Over the finish line. So it's free to go, right? Including this one. P2 still stuck in traffic. Actually, I think I can brake deeper into that hairpin than I thought before, but I'm just scared because of the curb. Actually, there is a lot of brake there. I won't experiment too much with it, of course. Right, 2 to go. I'm right on the target. I could be bottoming over the curb a bit, of course. A little bit of a lockup very late when I already did the steering input. Actually the brakes are not as bad as I thought. Either way, fuel safe. Copy corrosive. Interesting. He must just have not had the strategy set or something, I don't know. If he was trying to calculate and set everything up in the in-lap. I think I did because I boxed and then I was just stationary for 3-4 seconds. One to go, fuel is fine. Yellow flag. Uh-oh. He was already moving towards the racing line. Luckily he stopped. More yellow flags. Okay. I was like, I don't see what's going on. Oh, don't scare me. It's like I don't see what's going on behind the A pillar, or like if I had triples I would see, but of course he was stationary on the racing line. Alright, 1.6 energy remaining, 11-second gap, take it easy. We never found how wide you can go there before getting a cut, but that's alright, it was not necessary. Well, the Porsche can now cross the line. You are the hyper winner. Back to the pits to celebrate. Copy, copy. Thank you, engineer. Okay, what a weird one. So we have 29 minutes now to just quickly check everything and get ready for the GT3 Championship. Yeah. Let's check the start first. This is really a stupid one because it tells you to go like super wide and then here it tells you 60 kph. Well, yeah, thank you. Like, what can you do with 60 kph? So I just kept accelerating. I went 70 a bit, but at COTA, I don't know. Is it a bug or what? Like, it's just not correct that you get a P2, but then you have to do absolutely like 15 kph over speed for some time and still barely be ahead of P3. If I obeyed the game, I would be here. Something is broken here. It's not correct. Anyway,
I did a good job. Didn't allow him to take a wider line. Then just broke very late. Yeah, that's a good racing line there. And then he, I don't know, to get something here or what, like, okay, he backed out of it, but I missed this curb, then I was out of shape here as well. Just took me forever to get back into the groove. And then, the classic. Oh, TC. And then of course, okay, he was kind of pushed into the rear, but I had to brake a bit less. And kind of, yeah, go off track as well, just to not get crashed. GG Topo. I think then he slowly stopped with attacks. Yeah, eventually I made a gap. Wait, he had a mistake. Ah, they had a battle. Okay, anyway, now let's see what Mardukovic did. I boxed lap before. Lap 14. Okay, understeer. Oof. All is normal here. Does he box now? I don't get it. Ah, ooh. What exactly happened there? What? Like, there is no way he was missing his pit box, right? He wanted to box, and then he figured out that something is not correct, so he just kept going? And then he overfueled by 15%. Well, I mean, I gladly accept the gift, you know. That's a strange one. Well, it was fun indeed. It was some good racing, some tricky defending of the P2. What's going on with that thing? Will it stop flickering? Yeah, now it stopped flickering. Funny. Okay. Well, gonna take it. On to Interlagos. Whom do we have today? Sometimes a bunch of esporters appear and then I'm under pressure. I don't know if I even won a GT3 open race yet. Anyway, we join practice. Yeah, self-imposed DT, I don't know, yeah. It was quite a Christmas present. I mean, to some extent, I was looking forward to the battle because I had 5% more of virtual energy, so that's like 2 seconds, 2.5, yeah, 2 seconds-ish. And I underfueled a bit, so if he went safe on fuel, we would exit like right beside each other. And it could have been a crazy battle till the end, so in that regard, I'm a bit sad that that didn't happen, but, you know, I won't say no to a win like that, so... Anyway. Here I have already adjusted the fuel, because it's fuel times 2 as well. So I need a 3-minute break. Whom can we watch in the meanwhile? Let's look at the Ferrari. And I'll be back in 3. And we are back. So 20 minutes practice, and also I need to figure out the strategy. Gloves are on. Right, well, I mean, what's the track time? 4:31. Would take a while, but a good thing to do is to just do a quick quali run, see the situation. Charlie, I see. I mean, there was a lapped hypercar that was even crazier than some non-lapped hypercars. So, Lexus. Whee! Okay. I must say, this is probably one of the rare cars now on the new Toyota model that actually is well balanced in a way that you can like turn in and then lose the rear on cold tire. You can kind of have to be mindful of both front and the rear axle, because majority of other cars are just terminal understeer until the front gets some temperature and the rear is just fully stuck to the ground until you break traction. But this one is well balanced all the time, so it's very interesting. Yeah, that Alpine was super strange. I passed him 2 times, but the second time felt like he wanted to have a proper battle against me. Kind of dived him a bit and then he was angry with me and dived me back. This is the championship race, yes. GT3 championship round 5, I think. I did 2 rounds. I did Fuji, where I was about to get a podium but got crashed out while we were all fuel saving for an extra lap. That was a bit unexpected. The next round was Bahrain Outer, where the Astons were just a class of their own, but I got a P2 still. And then I skipped 2 rounds. Yeah, I skipped Portimao and I skipped another one. What was it? Yeah, one time I was just not feeling like I should drive. Because we were preparing for like the Le Mans 12 hours and so on. Also the system was getting updated. And I didn't want to risk anything in case there were some server outages. 28-29, okay. Let's see how the quali goes. And then I calculate according to it. I mean, I'm happy to get some practice in. Although it's even more fun getting P2 and the P1 in the previous 2 races with completely without practice. Hi Pedro, hello. +2, okay. Yeah, and the Lexus is one of the best on fuel as well. So let's see. And ×2 fuel, of course, it's then more simple to save. So after, what was it, 2 laps? Yeah, after 2 laps the tires are still way too cold. Lap 3 will not be the one yet. Bonjour Pierre! This balance is so beautiful. Kind of feels like R Factor 2, just with no excessive slip angles. Rotation, and then you hit the throttle and it doesn't just go straight. Okay, well, let's actually see the lap times. So it's gonna be 60 Celsius after 3 laps, 68 on the right side. So I guess lap 4 is still tire warm-up. It's a bit too wide. Pedro, nope. I cannot say more than that though. We thought we should do GT3s, but then we decided we will go to hypercar. And Jimmy allowed us. But of course we are still waiting for hosted servers with driver swaps. But if they come at the end of March, then I guess round 1 of WEC is early in April. Hey Jonathan, well, it's been some time since I last drove the Lexus with the default setup. But I mean, of course, all the default setups are understeery. Hello Anton. Right, so lap 5 and the tires are finally up to temp. So lap 5 and 6 it's gonna be. Do we even get that many laps? In the actual quali session? Have to check. Oi! I think I touched the tarmac on the braking zone on the right side. Potential for tornadoes this week. Uh-oh. Oof. Well, may that end up in the best possible way. I have no idea about WEC, to be honest. 19th of April. Okay, thank you, thank you. 19th of April, wait, that's Saturday, right? Let's see. So it's finally tires up to temp by lap 6. Sunday? Wait, is WEC supposed to be on Sunday? Oh, purple track cuts. Well, good that I figured it out now. Is this flat? Not really. Another purple cut. Didn't feel like I went off track. Okay, that would have been 35.5. Sorry, 33.5. So probably mid 34s in the race. I have 2 liters too much fuel. Okay. Before I leak a setup. 1, 2. Will we get 6 attempts? It's 10-minute quali. Should be easy 6 attempts. Well, we will see. Okay. Just let me save the fuel. Ah, we are taking about WEC and VEC at the same time. Sorry. I read WEC, but in my mind I was thinking about Virtual Endurance Championship. But yeah, it opens with Imola then, yeah. 18th, 19th of April. Of course. Yeah, I know. I don't know, like it's I just automatically pre-assumed it's gonna be it talk about Virtual Endurance Championship. If you leave pit exit as the timer starts, you should get 6th. Alright. Alright. I mean, it's private quali as well, so will be enough time. 9 minutes to go. I just want to calculate. A 45-minute race times 60. We lose like 5 seconds for the start. We lose, what, 20 seconds of drive-through, and we lose 30 seconds of refuel. And then we are doing 34.5, let's say. 34.5 is my brain, come on, 94.5 seconds. $28 laps? Ah, okay. Yeah, 27.98. Very close to 29, so I guess we refuel for 29, just in case. What was it fuel per lap anyway? Ah, so it is 18 April is VEC if we get the servers, right? With the driver swap. Okay, 99.7, let's say, for first stint, divide 0.84, 17 laps full push, and then add around 70 liters. Okay, will be fine. Well, what more to practice in these 7 minutes? You know what? I will just quickly check. If I take the race setup and just load the preheated tires. Kind of simulation of race start, around 50. And one more pit exit and pit entry practice won't be too bad either. It's a bit of a bummer that we get one race less in the whole WEC championship, right? It's not a long championship, not too many races on there, and now it's one less. Well, nothing but a quick trip to Suzuka after Fuji shouldn't fix. Then we get a race at Suzuka and then we get LMU Suzuka. The master plan. Maybe that's why Iran bombed Qatar. Nah, that's the worst thing that I could have said, but I would give so much just to have a Suzuka in LMU. We really need it. It's postponed. I mean, it's postponed. Let's see if we get end of conflict within half a year. ELMS at Silverstone. That would be pretty cool. Of course, you cannot expect teams to add extra travel and logistic costs to their budgets, so it should be something that's just gonna be right on in the way, like where they don't need extra travel, but it's kind of already there. Or like midway, I don't know exactly how the logistics work. Or like if they are already at Imola, they can just go to, I don't know, to Monza. Oh, it's quite lovely. Lively, I wanted to say lively. Well, I wanted rotation, so happy with it. 3 minutes. Okay, let's do one more lap and then practice the pit entry and then we join the server. Yeah, F1 happened at Jeddah with explosion. That was interesting. But I mean, something it's one explosion and another thing is a big country bombing many countries around. Much scarier. Yeah, already the cost, that's true. Then again, just fly to Milan, do a race at Monza, and then travel to Imola. Or do Mugello, if it's closer. Where is actually Mugello? I don't even know. Florence, okay. I mean, that's very close to Imola, relatively. Spot on. Okay. So, we have strategy, we had a bit of practice. Let's join. Just gonna practice the launch. The bite point is a bit off, but it's gonna be fine. 2 hours away. That's not a problem. Jack Howells in the Mustang. Oof. Tommy Leiden. Gonna be a bit of esports. Let's see how much of it. Wait, we are in the menu. We should do this. For R Factor 2 nostalgia. Nürburgring, Hockenheim. Just let them race around Nordschleife. Of course, never gonna happen, but would be crazy fun. Oh, the Formula Pros. Enough of R Factor to menu. Back to Lexus. Why don't we see how long is Quali? What is the like Quali and race widgets there? Well, anyway. Well, I mean, I guess we just go drive. Well, if it's a bug, it's an old bug. I was just... Did I just saw Dennis Jordan in the server? Or was it a different D Jordan? Živio Roman. Well, Phillip Island is a classic iRacing track, right? I mean, it's kind of alright to race. Not sure how it would be for hypercars. But I mean, Australia is quite far. Yeah, they pay the money, of course. Of course they pay a lot of money, but... If half of personnel or drivers or teams is gonna not sabotage, but like skip it anyway, or not want to drive because of security risks, then... I mean, Let's see what happens. Well, Sepang is much less impossible. Well, for DC, for LMU, I mean. But yeah, WEC, it's quite far, right? What's round 1 is Imola, round 2 is Spa. So I guess if Qatar doesn't happen, they will just travel to the north, to Europe, northwest, not to the east. But that would be a nice race. 12 hours of Sepang. It's a good track for that. Just gonna quickly do a practice start. Let's say I start from the inside. I mean, it's not gonna go as bad, right? Tires are a bit colder than they're gonna be later. Perfect camping spot in Sepang. I don't know. Is camping kind of part of East Asian culture as well? I don't even know, like, I never thought of it. If people there go somewhere and camp. They go to Kota, so they could easily just go somewhere along that as well. Yeah, let's see how the situation evolves. I just got a feeling that the situation will not just quickly clean up with the whole geopolitics, and it could take half a year or so, or more than half a year. Maybe one less. That was a good bite point. Found it. Okay then. 6 laps of Quali, hopefully. .7. It was a bit hotter before, I think. I mean, honestly, there are so many tracks that would work really well. I wish we could one day simulate like some complete meme combinations. Well, Laguna Seca is not a meme combination, they have done endurance races there as well, but it's already getting kind of tight and narrow, but like, you know, I mean, Manicure to some extent would be nice, but okay, it's not a meme combination. But I was thinking like, if we get modding and so on, if we at some point get combination of LMU content and R-Factor 2 tracks, it would be really funny to make 6 hours of Monaco with hypercars and GT3s and LMP2s. The strategies, of course, would be the main thing. I think it would be quite funny to watch and to drive. Nightmare fuel. You know, with hypercars, with the Cadillac or something, with 300-meter braking zone out of tunnel into the chicane. Two-hour stints, maybe it would be like just a two-stopper. Brands Hatch. Cadwell Park, yeah, that's the one. That's I like that track. But Cadwell is even narrower than Monaco, right? Would be even more of a meme. People of Monaco, well, yeah, IRL, no chance. But in the sim, put a bit of price pool on it, and you'd get quite a hilarious event. Honestly, it would be better without price pool if there is just mad sim racers doing it for the sake of it. Our tires, cold, of course. But fuel is fine, I think. Yeah, fuel is good. Or is it? Could be. Wait, 5.8, 11.6, 17.4. It's a bit marginal. Don't get a cut. Well, actually, I'm quite tight on fuel. I need 11.7-ish. Gonna be just about fine.
Lacking a bit of pace. But one more attempt. Fuel is... okay, fuel is good. Ah, that was messy. Look at those gaps. Wow. Come on. And across the line. Ah, Howells. Ooh. Leiden box. Be free by 15 milliseconds. Alright. Turn 1. I lost around half a tenth in turn 1. It was there, the pace was there. Oh, okay. 33. I expected 33.5. I did that in practice. Well, maybe here the real road is a bit lower than in practice. Anyway. Such tight gaps. Well, it's a short track. Anyway, race setup, new tire, 45 minutes. Yeah, let's see the lap times. I washed stream. Yeah, well, that turn 1 was extremely washed indeed. 15 milliseconds. Unacceptable. Here comes Chada. Maybe he goes 33.6 now. Nope. Wait, I was looking at... it's Daniel Jordan. I just saw D Jordan and I was like, is Dennis himself driving this? Well, of course not. Yeah, the rubber files, it's quite... how to even put it? A lot of research would be needed to figure out what happens where. Just the real roads and the track temperatures and the weather, it's always different. From server to server and from online to server. When doing hot laps, no, we don't have cars driving around. I've heard that some setup shops do it to improve the grip. But no, we just do saturated static, 20 Celsius air, 12:00 time of day. That's all that we do. Yeah, I heard that in iRacing you have to do proper science with the AI and then to kick the AI and stuff. Half a minute. Just quick double check on things. I mean, there is really nothing to be double checked. Just drive.
and see if we can extend or not. Fuel times 2. Try to get... the start is gonna be tricky. Of course, Lexus takes a while to hit up the tires, although Mustang used to be the same with the fronts, right? No, with the rears. Okay, turn 1 at Interlagos. I've not done that either for quite some time. Easy to get overly happy over the curb and just understeer off. Here we go. Not best, not worst. Yeah, people get on the inside. And then you can carry the speed around the outside like Leiden. P4 to P2 for him. Too much of a lift and coast into the second right hairpin. Lost a bit of potential slipstream. Three points. Copy. Whoa. Bonk. Slipstream. I hope we don't stop. I mean, I hope we don't lose space compared to P1 and P2 with the Lexuses.
Oh, this will not be easy. I need to actually focus. What is the yellow flag for? Why can I not do a good turn 1? 1 to 3. Chris de Jong is on track. Well, Chris, when are you downloading Le Mans Ultimate? Oei, oei, oei. Leiden is not having the best of the days, I think. A reference point, I look at the kink in the road. Like on the white line. When I can pay you for it. Copy, copy. Why? What's going on there? All good until it just fully snaps. Losing 2-3 tenths per lap in turn 1. Ah, well, Chris, you would still have some speed, I guess. Don't forget how to race. But, well, maybe it would be split 15 or split 3 or whatever, depending on the grid size. But yeah, like here, the white line kinks, and that's a very good reference for me. Oh, it went away. The cut. Tommy keeps missing that apex. And Jack is running away. Guys, keep it clean, let's get Jack. Yeah, they will battle again. Well, Chris, I would love to drive Formula cars, but there is none in Le Mans Ultimate, unfortunately. That's a nice T1. Now what? I just want to catch Jack for P1. What a bizarre situation. I go for it. Or maybe not. I mean, the battle for P2 is looking great strategy-wise. I'm saving fuel, a lot of it. But P1, far ahead. You just know that they will keep battling. So it's just best to be a bit of pace, save fuel, and then just recatch them because they battle. More efficient than posting a bit less, but then be forced to just stop on track when they battle. Although Tommy might at some point just rocket off anyway. Yeah, well, showing the nose on the inside. Well, I try to do it, but it's hard. Like, I don't want to make half moves, but if I make a proper big dive when they're already battling, I'm afraid I'm gonna be taken out. Well, now we are kind of on pace. Can I make extra lap actually? I lose so much time out of that slow ride going downhill. I don't know why. Mid 43, mid 34s. Yeah, we are probably right between getting extra lap or not getting extra lap. Oi! No, 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 no. Ah! Unlucky. Oh, how many cuts I have already? 1.25, okay. Yay. How much fuel I have lost by doing that? I mean, I'm gonna catch P2 eventually, no problem. I would just prefer to catch it with half a liter extra. Do they go first gear there? But has Verstappen then tested the Formula E? Drove it, right? Or was it just a story? Either way, let's see what round 1 looks like. It's gonna be really fun, I think. And then we can judge ourselves if we like what we see or not. Oh, this is not first gear. I'll be a bit short for the extra lap, but it's fine. Catching up. Well, Chris, I wonder what the gap would be now. You think it would be over a second? Well, depends on the conditions, right? If we just meet in a nice Monza fixed server and do some laps, I don't think you would be more than a second off. Or wait till I get the streamer badge. Then I'm allowed to lose a couple of tenths per lap. And then I'm closer to you guys. One of my wheels. I have Logitech DFGT in the cellar. And a half broken T500 RS. Ooh, here we go. Dive. What a move. Come on, Tommy, dive him back. Great, now the Lexus will drive away. Thank you, Tego, for the sub. Slipstream. It's 3 or 4 to go. Need to decide how much I'm willing to risk. About this much. Yellow cut. What? Copy. Thought for a moment it was Jack in the wall. But nope, he still P1. More yellows. Ah, it's gone. Copy. These yellow flags. Never know if it's ahead or behind, and then you're just cautious for no reason. The stupid tarmac again. Well, I was prepared for it this time. Well, at this point, I guess it makes sense to lift and coast for extra. extra lap. They have one more lap of fuel. 3% would be like 1 second and a little bit. And then I can get a bit of overcut. Lexus in P2 driving away a bit too much. Hello Kiran. So in they go for the pit stop. Let's see what Jack does with the energy. Oh no, he got overtaken. 61 was the last thing I saw. Well, I will have done 18 laps. It's either 10 or 11 to go. Box, box, box. And see how it goes. $56 VE required. Have I overfueled by a lap? Oh, we will see. Leiden no fuel. Wow, okay.
What a launch. That's exactly what we need. Right. Here comes P1. Who's gonna be P1? Jack Howells, 61%. Okay. I guess he's doing the extra lap. So, are we P2 or P3 or P4? Ah, here he comes. And I guess RIP Tommy. Was it a bug or what? Or he just forgot to put in fuel? So Luca, I use the bite point for clutch. Now I don't know how to drive without lifting coasting anymore. But it's Lexus versus Lexus for P2. Who is the better Lexus? Yeah, let's see if he has to lift and coast a little bit still. Could be a 10 to go here. Wait. Have I miscalculated something? No, I think it's... anyway. Tiny pedal needs to recalibrate its averages. Come on, turn! .4. He's probably marginal with fuel, but he can easily lift and coast. Ay, 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 ay. I forgot how to Lexus. 7.5. Well, that was the last cut. Why is the car not rotating? Come on. It's not like Jack has just crazy better pace. He was just in the perfect position to benefit from the battles. We would have had quite a nice battle if Tommy and the other Lexus didn't go full crazy. Yeah, well, Chris, I believe the same, but yeah, need to get my stuff together. He had a wobble there. But again, long time, no GT3 on open setup. And as I always complain, I have no idea how to race cars with ABS. So counterintuitive. Right, how many more laps we have? Could be right between 7 and 8.
Probably it's gonna be 7. Yeah, look, I don't know what to do with ABS. It just sometimes hit apex, sometimes I miss it. I would need more practice. And then if I took the 3% less, I would be probably ahead in P2. But I didn't know what Jack is planning to do. I have many very objective excuses, you know. And they're all true. And I hit the apex, look at that, wow. And he missed the apex. 8 tenths. And we are catching Jack as well. I think if Jack was confident, he could just take a bit more fuel and push for extra lap. But I think he's now having the upper hand. He can decide if it's extra lap or not. And of course he will go against it, because he has less fuel. Or maybe it's not even close, who knows. Game says 28.9. It's close. Yeah, I did overfuel 3%. Thing is, if average pace was 34.5, we would have extra lap. And Jack was doing some 34 freeze before. So I wasn't sure. Seven tenths. I'm gaining. Yeah, Le Mans last weekend. That was a nice ending. Check limit, very scary. So 4 to go. front detach, complete. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, that's... I don't like that. I don't fully understand how to drive cars where you need to constantly think if you drive correctly in the way that you will still have enough front grip in 3 seconds later in the corner. I need the grip here and now. It's not overheating on the front right. I don't understand. Anyway, still closing in. Slipstream 4/10 though, not enough. Yeah, we're like 8 seconds short of extra lap. But here we go. What was that? Okay. 3/10. Come on. Well, thank you guys for watching. Next stream Monday evening. I don't know, like it's just full grip and then just suddenly I don't have explanation. such a nice car until it's not. Some cars are just by itself not nice cars, but they will kind of work. Come on. Yeah, let's check the replay. Maybe it was a bit of dirty air as well, or something. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, GG to Jack, GG to was it Oscar? No, I don't remember. But a good evening workout anyway. Nice battling. The second best Lexus today. That's alright. I'm not too unhappy. GG's guys. Well, let's go straight into it. Straight into my mess up. Like here, I could not be closer. I could carry just a bit more speed, but I was on like in his diffuser, so that's all I can close in. Here I cannot close in more either, and then like, I think I don't know if it was traction control or something. Or just accordion effect, but I could not get close enough. Here I would of course always dive, but this is not close enough for a proper dive. And then here I had this moment for the first time. It's just, let me get it on the, come on. You know, I'm turning. I always had zero front here. I tried my best to just somehow get to the apex. But this time, suddenly the rear decided to snap. Must be dirty air or just something else. Or I was maybe marginally different on the brake trace. Either way, he messed up the last corner. Had a good run on him. And here, you know, you can do the Max Verstappen diagonal, but turn off ABS and I'll do it. But with ABS on, I have no control over the brakes, and I don't know if I'm gonna stop or if I'm not gonna stop, or if I'm gonna be stopping just enough for him to be still ahead of me, and then eventually I will ram him off because I don't have control over the brakes. So I just kind of had a look to dummy him, but went straight, and then I would have a nice switchback, and then I turn in. Probably it was just left side tires being on slightly less rubber tarmac, and the big pendulum effect. Like I really tried to get that switchback going, and the rear said, "That's a bit too much for me," especially rear left on the slightly lighter colored road. And then we had the big wee correction, another correction, another correction, still another correction, that even bigger one. Oof. Nah, rake will not get rid of it. It needs further tire model fixes, probably. I mean, the tires are really nice, but the biggest problem, I think, is just that the fronts are too sensitive to something. They're just... You just keep pushing the fronts. If you're not coming from ACC, if you're coming from ACC, then it's all good, I think. But if you're not from ACC, you're just kind of trying to push the fronts to do something, but they never do anything, and then suddenly the rear snaps in critical situations. If you're just safely driving, then it's all good. Yeah, especially when it gets hotter. Yeah, Chris, I look forward. When I grow up,
I will become successful professional sim racer. And then it's gonna be all good, and I'll be able to drive the GT3s, and ABS will obey me in every braking zone. Rear stepped out on the curb. I mean, I was already, you know, I was already correcting the car before the curb. You know, here I'm already opposite lock and I'm far off the curb. One correction, second correction as I hit the curb. Come on. Quadruple correction to left. Check the start as well, because that's a good one to just quickly refresh how the starts work at Interlagos. That AMG just went. Yeah, and then you have, you know, everybody bunched on the left side, and then of course, like I tried to go somewhere, and then the Lexus is trying to defend from me, and Tommy can just easily go around the outside. And then I have to defend from behind. Well, let me try to find that battle. Actually, this one, this moment, I'm looking. Yeah, okay, I broke, and then I kind of tried to take some extra road on the right. We used to be able to use it, but not when doing full crazy push, right? And then I had a big... Anyway, I had a big snap, and then on the exit I was getting the cut as well. Either way. Do we gain? We gain rating. That's nice. This was round 5 already. It's not Oscar, it's Omar. Well, he gained some nice DR. Dear music, turn on. Not too loud. Right? That button has a bit of delay. Right. Championship standings. What is happening? What is going on? Manufacturer. Early access. Early access. Event overview. Okay. This is good. Standings. This is not good. Race results, it's fine. This is not fine. What if I go back out of it and back in? Let's go first from the profile. History. No, this is not gonna work. We need to go into championship. So online championships. Hyper would have been an easy win. We got the Korean friends, colleagues driving the first 6 hours. They put it to pole, drove away, got 15 to 20 second lead with strategy advantage of extra lap. And then the bug happened, and we were sent from track straight to the main menu, like one of those classic kind of disconnects when you just suddenly appear in the main menu. Without any lagging, it just like good car looking well on track, just suddenly poof, main menu, and instantly it was like game crash. So it was not a connection issue, it was just the bug that sometimes happens. And then we went from P13 to P5 almost, but last lap went extra lap, so we had fuel save for 2 laps, and we were what was it? We needed 8% for the final lap. We were P5 and we had 5% and P6 had 6%. So, you know, like it was a funny last lap. It ended... you can check the last lap on my stream. Anyway, like this works here now. I overtook Luca. Nice. '85th overall. I don't know how many cut or drop rounds there are, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't think anybody of the esport pros is really trying hard at this, but it's nice racing always. Yeah, we were able to rejoin. It took a couple of, like, I don't know, 15-20 seconds before we were able to take control over the car, which was sent to the garage. And we were approaching Porsche curve, so like the whole, like 80% of the lap was reduced or gone. So we lost a lap and a half, like around 5 minutes we lost to the leaders. We were like 20 seconds ahead, and then we were like almost 5 behind. Safety car, yeah. Would make things a little bit better, but it's unfortunate. But yeah, at least the Quali could quickly take over the car. I couldn't before I rejoined, so I don't know if he had to rejoin as well. But yeah, we lost way more than a lap, so yeah, the process was slow of the taking it over. But yeah, at least we had a race till the end, and the pace was mega, and the Peugeot was mega. But yeah, anyway, I don't have any friends. Well, let this be it. We got rid of the bug. And yeah, well, time to close it down. Thank you guys for the chat. Sorry if I missed some messages. But either way, I'm out. See you next week. No stream on the weekend probably. Except if there is some special event that I kind of decide last moment to do. It's gonna be Le Mans, 3 hours. Tatum Race Tech Championship, it's gonna be fully soaked. So, gonna be a funny one. See you then. Bye bye.